I don't know why it always takes me so long to make a video. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So, I'm going to be talking about, well, I need to learn how to focus this camera. Anyway, so I'm going to be talking more about the Yukon. As you guys probably see that we still got, we got Sierra here, and we still have the LS Blazer. And I'm actually leaning on the Yukon. And I want to give a good shout out to my brother Mike. He came up with a good name for the Yukon. And it's like, dude, we got to come up with like t-shirts and everything for this truck, which is really cool and also odd at the same time because we got a truck that's not running, doesn't have a good name for itself, kind of like how the G8 was like, you know, crazy fast, you know, stock, like spraying like tons of nitrous and stuff like that. But anyway, we're going to be talking about a little speed up about the Blazer. I don't think the guy wants it anymore, which is kind of cool because I could probably still keep it and just like work on it over time, even though it used to be a plow truck and the frame is like, the frame mounts is like really rotted, like really rotted. Like when I go to put a cage in it professionally, dude, the cage people are probably gonna be like, yo, are you serious? Like, what the hell? Like, nah. I'm telling you, like, a cage in that car, along with all the metal work and repairs, it's probably, I'm underestimating here. It's probably gonna cost about like 7 to 8 grand just in metal work alone. But anyway, I'm getting ready to tell you guys why you tuned in to today's video. And it's really cool, and I'm gonna let you know it's a dumb part. It's a super dumb part on myself, because let me just show you. All right, let me get up here on my stool and show you guys what's going on. So basically, we tore into the engine, we popped the headers off and stuff like that. We went on and installed our Texas Speed Magic Stick 3 type of cam inside the engine. The only reason I went with that is because I got a hell of a good deal on it, and it was basically new. So I'm going to tell you guys and let you guys know, like, right from the gate, I worked extremely backwards on this. And I'm human. I'm entitled to do dumb stuff. Okay? This is what I did. I went on ahead, did the cam swap, did the timing chain upgrade. The timing chain and everything like that. You can obviously see that. That's all closed up. Gasket sealer and stuff like that. And then I got the heads back from the machine shop. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me just go ahead and button up the motor and everything like that. Basically, it's going to be a heads and cam package. And, you know, I was probably going to chop the exhaust off at the muffler, stuff like that. Give it like a little bit more flow, even though it still has the stock cats on it. Now, the engine was locked up, you know, when I basically got the truck. So once I broke it down and everything like that, it dropped 2 valve seats on that side. But goofy me was kind of like, all right, cool. It only basically kissed the pistons and it's still good. I'm not going to beat on it. I'm not going to beat on it once I get it back together and then break it all back down and drive it. So right before I was getting ready to put the heads on and everything like that, I was cleaning up the mating surfaces. I started cleaning up the pistons. I'm just like, all right, cool. The pistons are looking good. They're looking good. I'm checking the liners and everything. I got my little scope on it, getting really down up in there. So now I'm looking and I'm checking, and I'm just like, yeah, that's probably not that good. So then I got over here and then I checked this one, and then I saved the bulk of my drama for the #1 cylinder that basically had like the wedged valve seat between the valve and the piston. So if you guys see here, that piston is basically cracked. And like, look here, Like, look here, like how you have so much spacing. And then when you go around, you're like, oh my God, it's damn near closed on this side. And then it starts to open up like right around here. Opens up, and then it like closes at the crack. Definitely closes at the crack. And then opens back up. Gets tight. Yeah, that's definitely not good. Definitely not good. So what I'm getting ready to do now is, it looks like we're basically just going full drag truck. Yeah, that's really what it looks like. It looks like we are basically going full drag truck on this bad boy. So I've been reaching out to a couple companies and stuff like that and seeing about their pistons and rods. I may do a crank, I don't know, but definitely the next thing I'm going to do is, I'm thinking just basically pull the engine out. I got like two different paths I can go with this. I can leave the engine in, drop the, it's really tough to say, because it's like if I leave the engine in, then I gotta drop the carrier, and all that, the front diff and all that other stuff, and pull the pan off. That way I can get to the rod bolts and then start pulling the pistons and rods out through there. Or I can just go ahead and probably go the easy way, zip off the compressor, zip off the 6 motor mount bolts, disconnect it from the trans, pop it off from the torque converter, and jack this bad boy up. Fully disassemble it, send it off to the machine shop, probably bore it over, put a 4-inch crank in it, and also do the pistons and rods. That's what I'm thinking. It's so many different levels, so many different avenues I can go with this thing right now. I kind of don't want to go 427, because that will be like the max. Everything, stroke, bore size. Even though I know you can go 480, but 427 is going to be like the max. And I tend to go crazy because, like me, with a 427 with twin turbos, I'm probably going to still hook up nitrous to it also. And just in case, I probably like crack a sleeve. I don't know. I don't want to crack the block, because then if you crack the block, it's toast. But if I go like 416 or something like that, then 416, 415, I still have room to grow after my era. And it still makes it a little easier to basically sleeve it. And depending on how far that crack is, you can probably just bore out that crack, and then now I'm bigger. So I'm probably just going to reach out to a couple companies and stuff like that and see what they got, see what they suggest, since I'm not like a professional. I love these quotation fingers and stuff like that. But I'm going to drop the piston. I'm going to rotate the engine. I'm going to triple, quadruple check the walls. And that's going to help me make my decision. So hold on a second. Let me spin that over. Yeah. So we dropped it's not all the way down, but basically it's good enough for right now. And we're going to wipe the walls here and check everything out. This is probably going to make my decision here. And as you see, we're not seeing much. Like all that I don't feel anything. I don't feel that at all. Whatever that is, I don't feel. But I am obviously got to check both sides. Got to check all sides. Let's see, that's nothing right there. Even though I'm not using my fingernail right now, which kind of really don't have any. trying to spin this actually with one hand, and that's never good. I'm also going to take it as there may be a bent rod too. It may be a bent rod too. So here's a better visual with the piston all the way down in the bore. It's basically at bottom dead center. You see how, let me get my pointer here. Definitely don't want to scour the walls. As you see, like, you could see like all this gap on this side, and like you see all this gap here on this side, and like, dude, you have nothing over here. Nothing. I definitely can't wait to pull this off. And the piston back here, like, it's the same. It didn't like get jackhammered by the valve. Like this one back here, man. Whew. I'm gonna just say number 5 cylinder or something like that. Number 5 cylinder, yeah, because basically it's what, 1, 3, 5, 7. Yeah, number 5 cylinder. The valve seat like basically cracked, but it wasn't. It like cracked and dropped, but it wasn't like cracked, broke, and wedged. Like the number 1 cylinder did the damage and locked up the engine. So going by that, I don't have my bore scope right now because I typically use my bore scope when I go to the U-pullets and stuff like that, and I go to the junkyards, and like I will pop out a spark plug, check the piston tops and stuff like that. Which is weird because now you guys are gonna say, well, dude, why didn't you do all that when you went to the junkyard and you were like looking for another motor? Like this whole Yukon thing happened at the spurt of the moment. Like my tools are in the truck. It's not like, a lot of you guys know, like when you go to the U-pullet, you kind of just don't take all your tools out and then you go walk the yard with your tools and stuff like that. You kind of go like walk the yard, see what they got. Then you send your buddy back to the truck and go get the tools and stuff, you know, stuff like that. So, I mean, it's kind of weird. It's like, basically, I got an entire truck with an awesome drivetrain for the price, clean title, for the price of basically an engine, like way cheaper. Because, like, I remember from back in my day with these LS swaps, like, you go to the junkyard and basically get the engine for probably like $250. All engines were... gotta fly. All engines were like $250 flat from the junkyard. And then the truck yard, they had like all different types of trucks, diesels, whatever like that. Those engines were $500. And like, it's super crazy to see now, like junkyards are charging damn near like $1,000, $1,200 just for engines. And U-pullets are probably like $500 or something like that. That way you can get everything you need. Wire harness, computer, blah, blah, blah. Like, do y'all guys not realize, like, I basically got this truck, everything in it for basically like $500. Dude, are you serious? Like, you can't beat that. You can't. Like, the 6.2, I can probably as is sell the 6.2 alone and get my money back. Or, you know, like if I wanted to make this a full-blown dragster package deal or something like that, I could probably sell the interior alone and get my money back. Like, I think it's like well worth the investment. You guys comment down below and let me know, like, dude, it's kind of like well worth the investment, especially for like what you found out. Yeah, so I'm probably going to just take it on the chin, do a gamble here, and reach out to a couple companies that probably have pistons and rod combos. Probably gonna hit up, you know, Texas Speed like everyone else does and see what they has. If any big companies are watching this video and you guys want to help me out, sponsor the build, that would definitely be appreciated. Because I want to experiment. I'm looking for a 9-second vehicle in this. That's my goal. Even with the draggy, with the G8 and on stock tires, no cap, it was basically 1028. in the G8. The Blazer was a little slower because it's heavy, which is weird because it's also turbo. And, you know, there's always a lot of off-screen, you know, testing and tuning and stuff like that. Basically, the Blazer was like 11. It was like high 11 too. And that's all on me because like that's basically the tune and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, that's going to be it. That's what we found out today. And now we have to see what's what and what's available. So that's basically the Carnage. No, that wouldn't be it. That would be like the Carnage shot right there. That's probably going to be the thumbnail. All right, so my head is baking. It's definitely baking. I want to thank you guys for tuning in for today's video. I'm still definitely going to try to keep them coming and stuff like that. Of course, you know, you got to work, save up money, and then buy stuff, and it's crazy. But definitely thank you guys for still buying the t-shirts on my Teespring shop. Like people are still buying freaking stickers and t-shirts. Like, who is doing this? You know, I appreciate it, and thank you for that love, and thank you for that support. That helps put gas in the tank, and basically it helps me buy parts, and it's definitely going to help me buy parts for this new build. So since people are like still buying stickers and my t-shirts and stuff like that, thank you like so much. So that definitely lets me know that I have to make a t-shirt for the Yukon, which I kind of brushed you guys off earlier in the video. Like the Yukon. Like, dude, that's so sick. Basically, you put a G at the end of Yukon and you get Yukon. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, hopefully, you know, we can draw up like a picture of the Yukon, and it's gonna be cool. I hope we get that done today. But anyway, I'm out. Thanks for watching today's video. You guys have been great. And keep the likes and comments coming. I'm definitely gonna need a lot of comments on this. Professionals alike, please let me know. All right, I'm out. Peace.